try to show you this. If you push this button right here, it goes into manual mode and it lights up. And then right over here, with the same light switch that used to be right here, I've got upshift, downshift, and you can just shift the gears with the LS3. I think it's a 465 LE automatic transmission. So take care, and I think I'm ready to go here. Cut my music off so I don't get a YouTube violation. I got to put this thing in my mouth right now so I can hold on to it because it was bouncing around too much earlier. Alright, so we've made it to Hockenheim. This is kind of like your Daytona Beach Turkey Run car show. So as you're entering the event, you've got all these cool motorcycles. What the hell is this right here? Java. Can't tell you the year on it right now. 1959 is what it says. Old Simpson. There's the prices in euros. Kind of pricey, but look, it's a Saturday, so you come over here on the last day and things will be a lot cheaper. Now I'll show you the inside of the actual Veterama, and you'll just find a boatload of stuff in here. Now it did take me a tender little hour and plus change to get in here because of the traffic jam, but pretty cool event. The weather's absolutely great. It's probably about 72 degrees here, but cool old bobber bikes. That's pretty damn cool right there. And again, I got to pay my ticket to get in. There's the next line I got to get into, and then right behind that big giant wall right there is the Veterama, which is like your Turkey Run car show in the States. All right, you know, the Germans are usually pretty damn good at organizing shit, but they stepped on their wieners on this one. Absolute nightmare. An hour and a half to get in this damn place with a traffic jam, and another 30 minutes right here. So finally, I can get inside the event and start digging in old car parts and switches and carburetors, whatever. So heading that little hole right there to go into the Hockenheim ring now. All right, so we're inside the Hockenheim ring right now. Finally made it, came to that tunnel right there. I was on the other side over here, and this is it. This is just one huge freaking swap meet that goes way past that tower you see back here, and this is just the beginning of it right now. So I got my bag with, I got my walking shoes off. I'll grab a cup of coffee here in a couple of seconds and then cruise down the line here. I already bought a couple of car parts already for the Bug, but check this out. These look like AMG Mercedes, and they're kind of like practicing driving events. Yeah. This right here is the famous Wachskurve, which is just a big giant hairpin they have right here. So plenty of mopeds here. So it's that famous riddle, you know, owning a moped is like dating a fat girl. It's all fun and games until your friends see you riding on it. Didn't mean that. Hope that didn't offend anybody. So that's pretty cool. Those are the actual pits right there. On the other side is the swap meet, and you come over here, you can watch these AMGs zip around the Hockenheim ring. That's pretty cool. All right, give you an overview. That's where I was at earlier, right over here, but This is the size of this place. I mean, it's not as big as Daytona, or probably say it's more like Moultrie, a little bit bigger than Moultrie, Georgia. But the difference in stuff here is just absolutely cool. Like, I'm gonna go check out that old, looks like an old, I don't know, Enfield. I have no idea, Norton, but this is the whole motorcycle section over here. And this section over here is more, you know, European type based cars. But anyway, and there's the Hockenheim racetrack right there. So check this out. This is an old Triumph right down here. Everything here is for sale, so I don't know what stuff like this costs, but I'm gonna ask the guy a couple minutes. It's one of those things you take out on Sunday, but old Vespa, I think it is, right there. Just cool little stuff here. There's one more thing you gotta be careful of here. I call it swap meet discipline. And what that is not skipping rows because you saw something over there in the other row you want to do. So you do every single row, take notes, and come on back. But pretty well organized stuff here. Absolutely cool. And what's cool here, you got every single language you can possibly imagine. Just in case you're going to do some gardening here, that's a pretty cool little product here. Again, what's unique about this place is you see stuff that you don't see in the States. Just like, look at all these gas tanks. NSU, BSA with patina, Ducati, Moto Guzzi right there. I mean, just really cool stuff. And then over there, nothing but cylinder heads, more motorcycles. And then if you look at this right here, that E is not Estonia, that means España, which is Spain, obviously. So pretty international event that we got here. And I'm just gonna do like that guy does in the States, where he just walks around and just films stuff. So I'm gonna be quiet for a couple of seconds here. That's pretty cool.
Mensch, für dieses Teile-Dings, was mir irgendwo... Nein, also...
Again, I got to get out of this motorcycle section over here because this is all motorcycles, and I'm getting kind of tired of walking around here. But check that out. Panther Express. That's pretty cool. Looks like him right out of the barn. So some of you guys figured out I got a couple of German phrases down. Actually, I speak German pretty good. So if you speak German in Europe, you've got Austrian, you've got parts of North Italy, parts of Poland. You can get by pretty good, and obviously all of Germany, whether you're in the south or the north, because they got dialects that are just like if you're talking from North Carolina, or if you say ka and batre. Anyway, so I'm gonna walk through this here and go a little bit further. Take care. So that's Polish right here. So check this out. This is stuff like here that I love. This outboard motor from Zündapp. It looks like a two-stroke. It doesn't have the 90-degree angle on the back of it. It goes way down here and straight out the back right here. So that's just unique stuff. So check this out, 1935 Zündapp. This is a 4-cylinder, so it's just like a Volkswagen motor, except it's not, it's air-cooled. But if you got 50,000 euros laying around, 800 cc's, 1935, pretty cool. And right next to the Zündapp, you got a restored Indian, which, you know, me personally, I think Indians and old Harley Davidsons, I don't like them when they're all shiny everything. If you got something from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, leave the old paint on it because it's only original once. That's just my personal opinion. Hey, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna grab something to eat because although I consider myself physically fit, I've been walking for like about 3 hours right now, so I got about another, I don't know, what's a kilometer? About another quarter mile that direction, and then I can't not go down one of these aisles right here, so, and then I'll come see what I don't need over here. So I think I bought some stuff from this guy last year, but I did break my my breaker bar, so I'm looking for one of those here too, but I don't want to get the cheap crap out of China. I'd rather pay a little bit more money and get the right stuff. So you'll see a lot of these over here. These are called Velo Zolexes. Velo is bike in French, and they were made in France. And what this is a gas tank. Got your little one cylinder up in here, cute little light, and there should be a lever on here someplace. Oh, there it is right there. That lever, you crank open, pull down, and there's really a stone wheel. I don't know if you can see that up and down here. Just engages the front part of the thing, and you can cruise down the road. You know, obviously not electric, but this is when it all started. Check this out. Depart, start. Pretty cool. That's just a choke on, in case you didn't figure that one out. So anyway, you find stuff like this over here. Looks like an old 10-speed. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, like I said, I don't need any motorcycle parts, so I'm gonna get the hell out of here and head back over to the car section. Another one. All right, so hey, look, I found this skull right here. I actually don't need this, but it's a spare and it's an original for my Volkswagen Bug. But then look what's underneath it. I found these are actually in damn good condition. So I don't have a Plymouth anymore, but look at that, the paint's still original on them. So I'm going to scarf these up right now. I just bought everything for 80 euros, which is about 80 euros is about 90 bucks right now with the exchange rate. So I'm gonna put these in the bag and then head on out of here. So I did find something today I don't need. So got a score. I just gotta make sure I get this kind of like with it up so I don't bust it off of here. Alright, and while I'm here, check this out. I picked up this old thing right down here too. It's gonna be my retro radio, looking old school. Anyway, let me pack this stuff up and start walking now. I gotta start worrying about it because this shit's starting to get heavy now. Every time I try to get out of the area of motorcycles, there's more damn motorcycles. Check this out. I love stuff like that right there. And there's another one. And there's, is that a BMW? I think it's a BMW, I'm not quite sure. No, whatever the hell that is right there. More stuff like that just kicks ass. But again, not a motorcycle guy right now, so don't know. So I find this absolutely cool. This is all French stuff right here. And like, check out this gas tank. Old gentlemen are all speaking French, and in this case, E is not Spain. This is F for France. So again, it's attention deficit disorder. So again, just love stuff like this. The weather's absolutely cracking right here. I might take a walk to the top of that hill. That's the Sachskurve that I showed you about 20 minutes ago. And what you got up there is actually just the test trials, and that is the Porsche training center right behind us over here. All right, car corral now. Obviously, Mercedes, old V12 Jag here. Got a 760 turbo intercooler from Volvo. Those things are actually pretty stupid fast, but that one's in really good condition. And what we got over here is, everybody probably thinks it's a Ford, but since we're close to the French border here, it's a Citroën C4 1929. So kind of looks like a Henry Ford, but it's not. These folks had their own cars, their own trucks over here. So that's what it could look like. I don't know what he's got for a price on here. Zum Verkaufen, 30 horsepower, and it's just a cell phone number on it with no price. These things are going for a stupid amount of money now too. Anything that's in my age group is going for big money. What else we got here? Little Triumph. I think these are called TR3s or TR2s. I'm not quite sure. $24,000, $25,000. Looks like it's been restored. And this is a TR3. Little 4-banger in it. Turnkey, ready to go. Hey, you got a couple of station wagons here. Ford Taunus Citroen, which I love the way these things look. This is that hydraulic ride car, 5 Series BMW, and another station wagon from Citroen. And then come into the Mercedes, an Opel Record, which is basically your Chevrolet products over here, and then Volkswagen, and a couple of new things over here. I think I found my first American car, and more than likely I would think this is probably a Shay. I don't know though. Let me look in the front right here. Maybe it's an original one. Old time of Ford USA Phantom, 1928, 40 horsepower. Wow. So that's pretty cool right here. I just don't know what the price is, but it does kind of interest me. So check this out. In Germany, Heidelberg is the abbreviation or the courts for Heidelberg. GS means nothing, 20 means nothing, the 2 means nothing, but the H means you've got historical recognition by the inspection station. And what that means is you pay very little tax on it, and you can drive this thing downtown any city, even if they have the green zone on there, which you can own it with only like a catalytic converter, so you can smell out the exhaust without dying. But this is pretty cool. Nice car. Oh, and there's a price. I just saw it, $40,000. An old Dodge Coupe. Looks like it's done as like a Gazzer style. That's pretty cool. Obviously he's ordered from these fine folks, Speedway. Headbangers is actually out by Berlin area, and looks like he's been 2018, 17, and 19. So cool car. Don't know what he has in it right now, but kind of like looks like a DeSoto, or they all kind of had the same look back then. But anyway, attention deficit disorder. I love those old camper vans right there, and I see an old Impala, so let me head down there too. I'd head this direction. So obviously split window bus, an old T3. I'm assuming that's a Mercury. It is just a big giant Mercury. And then I know this cat right here, he's part of the car club in Rheinland Cruisers and Vatos Locos, but I don't know why he's got his car sitting here. He might just be walking around. And then this thing right here, the BMW CSI, I give my left or right testicle, and you can even cut them off with a pair of tin snips. These cars are badass, but they're coming with a stupid amount of money on them right now. So not a whole lot of food trucks here in Europe. Whole lot of food trailers though. That's cool. I think my kids had one of those with an electric motor on it when they were growing up in Grovetown, Georgia. All right, here we are 4 hours later, and I probably got about 30 pounds worth of crap I'm dragging with me right here, but gonna get out of here. I think I'll hit a Mickey D's on the way home, get some French fries and a Coca-Cola, because no coffee, no fluids yet, but I'm not one of those people who can pass out. So anyway, this is under the main strip right here. The drag races are actually over there. We'll be here in September, and I got about a 20-minute walk back to the car. All right, hey, this is Autobahn 6 right now by Heidelberg, and that means we're probably about an hour south of Frankfurt, Germany. So basically Central Europe. Yeah. So in case you don't know, there are no speed limits on the Autobahns in Germany. Now, does that mean you can go as fast any place you want to? No. They've got speed zone restrictions, like when you get into high congested areas, or there's like on ramps and off ramps. But basically, if your car goes 150 miles an hour, you can go 150 miles an hour. Come on, dude. See, so what's cool about knowing places like the Kaefer Klinik, this is technically called the Kaefer Klinik, and they do jobs on all these old bugs and Volkswagen vans. Then eventually you build up a rapport with these people. I don't know if you can see, this kind of dark up in here, and you get to walk around here and dig through these people's stuff. And here, since I didn't find the bumpers, the export model at the Veterama, I get to walk over here. Actually, look how damn organized this guy is. Those are all doors. All gas tanks, old gas tanks, new gas tanks. And wheels, wheels, wheels. Look, this outside on the second floor. But let me go in here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it from this end, so let me go around the other end here. Oh, wait a minute, before I do that, I'll show you the rest of this. Fenders, roof racks, all fenders here. And then over here, I think all the way in the back are nothing but hoods. Yeah, these are all hoods. Pretty well organized up in here. So let me go back over here. And this guy lives about 1.5 miles from my house, maybe 2 miles. And that's where I couldn't get in. And of course, I'm wearing the correct shoes for this. So one of these things falls on my ass, I'm gonna lose a toe. Okay, so yeah, here are the bumpers. And there's a clean one right there for the front. And that's the one I want right there. All right, that was actually not that difficult, so I got it out of here. It's a good thing I'm wearing a white shirt. Oh yeah, the patina, look at that. That's got like literally years and years and years of dust on it. But so that's exactly what I want. I don't want anything nice and new and shiny. I want this a little bit dull looking here. So anyway, I'm good to go. Cool beans. So I didn't even know this section was in here. He just showed me. Now check this out. Look at that. I'm just going to take a peek in here. Well, there's nothing in there a bad one to pull out. Absolutely full of parts. Now I don't know because I've never been up in here, but here's what I'm looking for right here. He just pointed these out to me. So let me get 2 of these that are patinaed. That's probably one right there. And then look, he said I can walk around here. If you need a part, this cat's got it. Holy crap. Look at that. Holy shit. You can still walk through here. Now the thing is to find one without a dent in it, but with just the right amount of patina. That's dent, dent, dent. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. All right, so got some more parts here. Just because I left the gate open, you guys don't go outside. Right, waddle your dumbasses out of here. Keep going, keep going. Faster. All right, it's been a successful day here at Roger's Hot Rod Garage. We've probably got about 9:30 because it's not 8:30 because I have not sprung forward and not clock right there. So we're actually over here in Europe, so we've already done the move forward. But check this out, super successful day. I'll show you some of the stuff I picked up today in just a second. This is what I picked up from the Kaefer Klinik on the way back because this is what's called an export version of the rear bumper of the 57 oval window bug. So I picked that up. This was 100 euros, which is like $109, $110. And this is the one I got with the car, but I was missing these. So I picked up those right now. This is minor stuff like $10, $15, $20. And I got the backing plates on it. So maybe sometime tomorrow, I'll get a chance to take the really, really rusted out one on the front and replace it with this patina version of it and go from there. But this one right here is a rear export version. And I'll go ahead and put that on there tomorrow and I'll polish it up just a little bit, nothing major, but this is a done deal. Let me move over here. The other cool stuff I picked up today, this is the haul from the Veterama today, but check this out. I'll start right here. This is a little bit of 0001 steel wool, and these are 1939 Plymouth hubcaps. Absolutely super cool. These were score, I think I paid like $12, $15 a piece for them, and I also got for free some headlights for the 59 or the 57 Bug I have outside. But look, if you don't know what steel wool does, let me show you this right here. I'm just going to pick this one arbitrarily. This is the original paint right here, so check this out. Take a little bit of steel wool. Is that not cool? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to polish these up right here. Be careful not to get into, this is the actual original red paint. I still can't believe that. And these are in super conditions, no dings or dents. But check this out. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but let me adjust the camera here. Maybe a little bit of wall art right behind here. 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. Don't know quite yet, but that's what I'm going to do with these right here. Another cool success story today, after I did my notes right here. I did these the other day. So there's the size of the radio outcut. There's my rear view mirror. I didn't get that today, but what I did do is I went down this list right here. I got most of the stuff taken care of, including the semaphores, and I'll show you that in just a second. But check this out. This is absolutely cool, and I did not plan this. So this is the one that Retro Sound actually sends you. This is plastic, of course. Yep, plastic. And what I wanted is something looking old to put into the Bug. Now, I didn't have to pay extra for this dent right here, but look, I polished that already out right now. I'll clean this up tomorrow, and this is the coolest thing at all. Check this out. This is the display unit from Retro Sound. This right here is metal. Look at that. This is like 1970, 1965, I don't know. It fits on there perfectly. Look at that, perfect. And then what's gonna happen right here is this is gonna go just like that. Is that not cool? So you're looking old on the outside, and behind it is where the retro radio goes. All the electronics go back, and I've got Bluetooth, I've got amplified sound, I've got USB capability. So that's the cool part of that. Let's see, what else did I get today at the Veterama? These are just the keys, so I didn't get those today. But I picked up 15 of these door panel hinges. No, those are door panels holder, just in case I break something off or they're looking crappy. So I can put that into the category. Now, this guy right here, here's his business card. What's this cat's name? Volkswagen and Porsche parts. Romano Schmidt. Anyway, Firth, Germany, so that's not in Bavaria. Let me show you what I picked up from him today. That is pretty doggone cool. Now, I have to add, these suckers right here, known as semaphores, are kind of pricey, but check this out. Let me cut my power on right here. Got myself set up for 12.5 volts. Move this over, and I'll grab a ground, which is right here, and then get my hand out of the way, and then put 12 volts on this thing. This is how it would actually be mounted into the car right here. Check this out. That's what it's supposed to do. And that goes on the B pillar of the car. That's actually pretty doggone cool. Absolutely cool. Now, you guys are wondering, what did I pay for that? I don't know, I just like doing that. So, I'll go ahead and be honest with you. These things right now, you can get them online from eBay. They're right at $200 a pop. These right here are actually original ones from 1952 to I think 61. Don't quote me on the years on that one. But these have actually been rebuilt. So they've got the actuator in here. This is new, but this is actually old up in here, and this is the old plastic up in here. So these are not the Chinese repops. These are actually these are actually refurbished ones, and I paid 150 euros each for them, which is about $160, $165. Eins, zwei, kind of pricey, but I've got them right now because I was missing them. This right here, yeah, I paid about, I think it was $10, $15. What's good about this one, these actually have the tabs on them right here. So this goes on the hood, and right below that, you've got that long piece of molding that goes down that goes to this piece right here. Now, this is not a Scirocco. All this was a Scirocco emblem at one time. It was on my steering wheel in high school. I remember that. But check this out. This is actually, this was 30 euros, but I think I talked a guy down to 20 euros or 25 euros, which is 30 bucks. Kind of pricey for a piece of metal, but that's original. And that's the Wolfsburg, what the Germans call the Wolf's Castle. That's where these things are actually built. In Wolfsburg, Germany is where all the Volkswagens were built. At least they were in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s until they moved that production to Mexico. Couple of minor things right here. I got these right here. These are just different materials for making gaskets. And what else can I show you? Nothing. Pretty successful day. The bumpers will go on tomorrow. Chevy haul down there and back. That was probably about 180, maybe 200 mile round trip. But that thing just rolls down the Autobahn.